Hey folks, I hope you're all okay. Um, as requested by a few people, I finally managed to record some group play and therefore I made a short video. So, let's start out again with the gear. Um, it's basically based on the solo guide I made earlier. You can check the link below if you don't know about it yet. Anyways, I just do it quick for group play. In my opinion, Wizard is kind of a all-rounder and support class. Compared to, I don't know, pet doctors or EA doctors or shotgun crusaders or whatever, our DPS is not that excellent compared to them. Then again, if you have Archon up with a lot of stacks, it's actually pretty viable, even on T6. But in my opinion, Wizard in group play should be kind of a supporter. That means we want to buff our party members as much as we can, and we have some really good talents and abilities for it. Let's take a look then. Of course, we want elemental exposure with all 4 sources, which means we need arcane, cold, fire and lightning damage. How do we achieve this? It's not that easy, but it's doable. In my opinion, having a 4-set Tal Rusher is really good for it, because the meteors also trigger the elemental exposure as far as I know. Since we use lightning, we don't have to worry about lightning spells. But then we need the cold. That's the best source, is to get it from the weapon damage. So I would suggest you just try making good Borns with high intellect, a socket, and either cooldown reduction or more damage or whatever suits you best, and then reroll the damage till you get some good cold damage roll. That triggers LA exposure and also the cold meteor from Tal Rusher, which is really useful. Then we need arcane. I personally prefer to use teleport to calamity. It's also another stun we can fit in, and I really like it. Teleport into group, use black hole, and yeah, we got all the LA exposure we need there. And of course, fire damage. There are some ways, for example, Stormcrow triggers the fire meteor as well. But to be honest, I just switched to magic weapon, ignite. It's nice dot, keeping up all the buff. Even in Archon, we have that buff up on all the enemies all the time. And as you can see, I'm also using conflagration, which means 6% more critical hit chance. It's not a buff for me, it's a debuff on the monster, and therefore it also works for all the other party members. So what benefits do we bring to the group? We bring 6% crit chance, up to 20% more damage. We stun a lot with paralysis and therefore make it easier for the group. Then of course we help grouping up, which is important if you have a monk, and you should have a monk. With black hole supermassive. And on top of that, we also have, we should have strong embraces, which give another 20 to 30% more damage for 5 seconds. Of course, we can only have it with black hole. I'm not convinced yet that Archon melee is triggering it, even though it does some knockback animation. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any good source about it. But we wanted strong embraces. To get those, we just drop the Occult. Compared to the solo spec, we want the 4-set Tal. That's really important. We of course switch the Unity to the Stone of Jordan for more damage. We drop Occult For the strong arm bracers, the head, you can choose either you have a Storm Crow. It's not a must, it's just, I like it because, I don't know. I'm a fan of wizard heads, I guess. But if you have Tal Rusher, you can use that as well, of course, or anything else. We want the Whir, of course. And I recommend the Born weapon for group play because, as I said earlier, we are not the major damage dealer in most groups. I guess the usual group, there is a monk for the palm, of course. Then you have a pet or a Yate witch doctor. They deal insane amount of damage, and a crusader, shotgun crusader, whatever. Yeah, we will always have troubles to keep up with the damage on them. Okay, so I talked enough. Let's see some gameplay. So here's a T6 Rift playing with a Palm Monk, Crusader. I think he was shotgun, and of course a Gate Doctor, which should be in every group as well, just as a Palm Monk. Yeah, those classes deal insane amount of damage. The Palm Monk is pure support. It's really needed. So our role basically is we focus on buffing our mates, finding packs, grouping up packs, and of course we can do some damage, but let's be realistic, our only chance to keep up with them is in Archon with a good amount of stacks. Okay, so as you might have noticed, we drop a lot of mitigation in the group play. It doesn't really matter in softcore, since if you die you just revive and nothing happened. But to not die all the time we still need some mitigation, therefore I use Ring of Ears. As I mentioned earlier, our main goal is not to do a lot of damage, it's to be supportive, put debuffs on mobs, to group them up, to find packs, stuff like that. So String of Ears is really useful, and I wouldn't drop Prismatic Armor either, since we don't have double unity, we don't have a blur, we don't have safe passage from teleport. Yes, we kinda miss a lot of mitigation. Also all killed was good, but as you can see, we get some buffs from the Crusader and from the other group members and from the Monk, and it's fine basically. Doesn't matter if you die a few times as long as you survive most of the time. So yeah, I personally really like playing Wizards in groups. I'm pretty sure Wizards are not slowing down groups. Okay, of course you can play 4 OP, 8 Doctors or 3 8 Doctors might be faster, but this is definitely more fun. There are also a lot of other ways people may interpret the way Wizards should work in the group play, but for me it's definitely the all-rounder route with supportive debuffs, and I really like it. And as you can see, also really nice for Rift Gods. Just switch to Furnace if you have it. 4 people switch to Furnace, the raid bosses on T6 just melt within a few seconds. Yeah, that's it I guess. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching and good luck and have fun. See ya!